discipline leads to structure. What I was talking about is having a routine every single day. And the world is looking down. I'm at a point where I'm kind of forced to level up. I feel like I've gotten to a point where I can't be the victim no more. Like my circumstance, I gotta push through it. Quitting when things get hard isn't gonna be easy. I'm gonna keep fighting through every circumstance. But yeah, like I'm just gonna let things be the way they are. Everything will play out the way it needs to. Everything needs to play out the way it needs to. And everything plays the way it strings out, right? Something that I've realized today, I feel like I was a little off balance. Usually I read. Today I did some push-ups. I was trying to switch up my routine, similar routine, but the difference is I added some stuff. I think tomorrow, since tomorrow's gonna be a church day, I'm probably gonna wake up early, start off with some Bible reading, and then I'm gonna go into some other stuff. But that's something that I've come to know for myself is you gotta sometimes find a structure in what you do. So like for me, I gotta wake up a little bit earlier. Like I don't look the best, right? But I gotta find a way to better it. You know what I'm saying? Like get on my routine, get a better overall view of what I need to improve on. What's up? Um, hope you're doing good. But you gotta find structure. Discipline leads to structure, y'all. I feel like there's not a lot of structure. I'm gonna admit something too, right? A lot of dudes play victim nowadays and saying, I quit, I give up, I'm not good enough, I can't do this. Bro, just better yourself, bro. Not for another person, for yourself. This is something that I've been battling my whole life. I'm trying to do something, get approval. I'm not gonna get it. I just had to learn to accept it. I'm never gonna get it unless I do something. Till you do something big or you do something big for yourself and you make it, nobody's gonna appreciate you. And that's the problem I think with a lot of men. Not every single man is like that, but a lot of men are like that. They complain about how the world isn't fair. The world isn't fair to any of us. I would learn it's unfair to every one of us in some type of way. You could be a good person and still get done wrong. You could be a great woman, you could get done wrong. You could be a great man, you could get done wrong. That's the world we live in. It's not your fault. Sometimes it's just circumstance. And to work through those circumstances, you got to keep pushing through. I think for me, keep trying to do what I need to do. Maybe try to get myself to be more vocal. If I lose some people, cool. I'll meet somebody else. It's all good, man. Everything's with due time will come. I'm not in a hurry. I'm not in a rush. I'm also not just stressed out about I failed class. I'm not gonna go to class, and I'm gonna be stressing. You know what I mean? But where am I at? I'm in my room. What you mean? Anyways, you're talking about my state. I'm in Florida. yeah, man, like we find ourselves making excuses of things we can't control. Like I might start going to the gym, prioritize the gym a lot more for the next couple weeks. I've had a lot of internal changes. I'm still doing my goals. I'm still fighting for it. I'm still having that fight, that never die mentality, aka the fighting mentality of keep growing and keep growing. And that's what's kept me pushing every single day. I almost had a battle where I was like, I didn't feel like doing it. I don't feel like read. Someone was telling me don't read your Bible. I read it anyways. You know why? Because I'm gonna keep fight. I'm gonna keep going against the grain. Tomorrow I'm gonna have another battle, and I'm gonna keep reading it, highlighting it, learn it, study it. Shoot, I might start making some notes because the power of God is gonna stay in me, man. I know people are trying to stop me from to quit what I'm doing. I ain't quitting. No, I ain't quitting. You're gonna keep fighting every day. Everything ain't gonna be easy. I expect it to be a challenge. So everything in my life is not somewhat have been somewhat of a challenge. So I gotta face it head on. You know, that's why my name is Ascends, because I gotta ascend past the obstacles that I've went through, and purposely get to where I need to go. I also don't believe. That's why I think I was reading about it today. I don't know why people think when they become a Christian. I talk about this a lot. You cut people off. Yes, you cut people off when you become a Christian. Yes, you get rid of people when you need to get rid of them. But I feel like with this generation, when they don't understand what cutting off the right way. They just cut people off because they think because of what they think. I cut off people when it's reasonable. But I'll say, "Oh, I don't think this is going to work" first. I don't just cut people off just because, "Oh, I want to cut them off." Because that's not how you're supposed to cut people off. You don't have to explain why you're cutting them off. But you should be like, "Hey, I don't think it would work. We misaligned with something like that." You know what I'm saying? And then say, "I wish the best for you," instead of just, "Oh, let me cut them off." I feel like in this generation, that's the problem with a lot of dudes, is that they don't tell people when they cut them off. At least for me, I kind of did with the one person, and I just left because I told him that. But it's not because, oh, I just did it because I cut somebody off because I want to cut them off. I don't do that. I feel like if I cut somebody off, I'll tell them and then I'll leave. But I'm not the type of dude that's just gonna leave and, oh yeah, let me be mean. Let me No, it's just I'm more exploratory first. So that's just how I operate. Where's all the peoples? A lot of the people that I usually, it's weird when I go live at 6 p.m. Bro, I was in the rush to hoop, bro, and then they just play around. I'm like, why everybody come at 5 o'clock? I feel like just like I don't know, bro. This world is just upside down. I'm ready to lead this. I'm ready to lead this state, bro. Nobody hoops and nobody goes outside. Nobody leaves the house. Nobody has fun. It's like everybody be inside all day. It's ridiculous, man. I miss the old world where everybody was outside. We having a good time. I had to get to a point where I had to find fun for myself. I'm ready to leave, bro. I could just have fun. I'm gonna have some new stuff. Where's all the peoples at? I don't know. And then when I don't go live, people tell me, yeah, I should make videos, all this stuff. Only people that come to my videos is like people that I know. That's why I'm doing it just for fun, because there's no purpose, right? No purpose. But anyway.